TMZ has learned that the boyfriend of Mob Wives star Natalie Guercio got knifed in a Brooklyn nightclub last night. London Rene has a huge wound on the right side of his face after the attack in Club Output. He's hospitalized and, from what he told cops, lucky to be alive.
Yo, 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 inside the box. What up? We got a very exclusive interview for y'all today. His name is RL Smoove. He's actually D-Rock's manager. D-Rock just appointed him to be his manager. This is gonna be a good one. This is a very exclusive story. He hasn't talked on this topic in the 8 years that this has happened. It's been around 8 years. When he slashed the mob wives boyfriend in the face. He never spoke on this incident, and today he giving us an exclusive interview in detail on what happened that night that he slashed the dude in the face. This is not to glorify any violence at all. That's not what we do on this channel. More so pretty much telling the experiences and life lessons of, people incarcerated, and they're going to tell you what led them in there and why and how to stay away from it, because ultimately that's where it's going to lead you in the prison.
Shows on TV, they were pretty popular. Big Edge, rest in peace, Drita, they were all pretty popular characters, and then so they would get paid just to come to the club and what they call a walkthrough. They just come, have a couple drinks, hang out, and having these people there was, and them tweeting and Instagramming and posting that they're at this club made the club popping. So they were in high demand at the time. So that's how I ended up meeting them. And then it just took a wrong. It took a left turn somewhere. I ended up. I don't know if you know. Do you know anything about my case at all? No?
Yeah, briefly, but I mean, you, if anything, you could explain better than anybody, like your case. So, I mean, yeah, give it.
So I'm doing 9 years for assault in the first. Apparently, what happened to me was I got into a little situation with one of the characters on the show. His name was I don't even want to say his name. Some rat bastard on the show. I mean, it's easy to look up, but I got into a little situation on the show. I was very well known. I don't know. I guess me and his girl Natalie, we were really, really cool, good friends. And I guess he didn't like that. So apparently this dude, he started spreading some crazy rumors about me. He started telling, so he must have found out that a friend of mine had just got indicted by the DEA. They call it with 5 keys or whatever. So he took it upon himself without knowing me, without knowing anything about the case, without even knowing my friend. He just started spreading rumors saying that, yo, be careful, this kid's Rudy Smoove is, he's setting people up, he's working with the DEA. So as I'm out, and being that we're in the same circle of friends, and, people kept coming up to me, asking me questions. Yo, I heard this crazy shit. Yo. But no one would tell me, where they heard it. Until one day, he made the fatal mistake of approaching one of my good friends and basically told him the same thing. Yo, I seen you hanging out with this kid Smoove. Be careful. He's working with the DEA. He's a rat, this and that. So my friend immediately called me. Goes, yo, man, I'm over here, such and such. I just bumped into this bozo, and he told me this, and this, and this, and this. And I'm like, yo, man, you know what's crazy? I'm hearing these rumors, but I don't know where the fuck they're coming from. And I was like, so he's the one talking about this shit. So I didn't really know him. I knew he really wasn't. I mean, he was on the show, this, and that, but he's really not a street nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a street nigga since day one. Before promoting and all of that, I've been a drug dealer. I'm a certified drug dealer. Sold drugs all my life. I'm a street individual. Apparently, this man, he thought he was a street individual just because he was on the show. That wasn't the case. And so I didn't really have any contact with him or whatever. So I sent him, and this was my fatal mistake, which is what fucked me up when I was getting ready to go to trial. I sent him a message on Facebook, and it wasn't really threatening him, but I just let him know. I'm like, listen, it got back to me that you're talking about some things that you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. You need to call me as soon as possible. And the fatal line was, may God help you if I catch you before we speak. And he saw my message, he read it, and he basically ignored it. That told me that he didn't give a fuck about me or or my future. So what he was trying to do was, I guess he was trying to set me up or have somebody do his dirty work, and it didn't work out that way. Everything fell on him. But you can look up a lot of details about the case. I'm all over Google, TMZ.
Do you want to walk us through the situation? Like how did it transpire? Like what happened?
Well, I was trying to get next to Zoo for a while, man, and I really wanted to get to the bottom of it. Like I said, I've been in the streets since day one, and I was out all the time. I know a lot of people, and to have a rumor like that circulating just didn't sit well with me or anyone around me. So I really wanted to get to the bottom of it. Say it again.
Your name is everything in the street.
Absolutely. So I really wanted to get to the bottom of it, Maybe it was coming from some girl that I probably was messing with, and, some girl must have been mad at me. I just want to know where the fuck the rumors originated from and definitely put a stop to it. When I found out that he was saying it, I reached out to him. I was like, yo, listen, I need to speak to you. He ignored me. He thought it was a game. So that just let me know that, I'm like, yo, this guy obviously must feel some type of way. Maybe he didn't like the fact that I was friends with his girlfriend. I don't know what his problem was. But, I immediately had, all bets was off. I said, all right, so this is the man I got to take care of. And basically, I seen him at a club one night. He's with a bunch of people. I'm with some friends. And I just took matters into my own hands. And I TMZ will tell the rest. That's what D-Log said. And it cost me 9 years. And what kills me, though, is that this guy's on a TV show called Mob Wives. He's acting like a mobster. He's in the streets. He really, he feels like he's a street nigga. And when the shit hit the fan, bro, the first nigga in court, every time I had a court date, was him. I mean, he couldn't wait to go take the stand on me.
Well, what was his initial reaction once you did what you did?
His initial reaction?
Mhm.
His or mine?
His.
Well, I would probably. Well, he was probably bleeding to death, so I would say his initial reaction was to stop the bleeding. I don't know. I never spoke to him after that. I seen him that one night. I did what I did, and I got away. I was on the run for a little bit, but then the shit hit the fan. Being that he was a little bit of a celebrity at the time, every major news network picked it up. I was on TMZ, for crying out loud, and it was just too much. I mean, they were harassing my family. This and that, and like I said, man, I can't live like that. I can't live on the run. I don't know if you know anything about being on the run, but it's no life. So I decided to turn myself in, and I really didn't think it would be a big deal. Two street niggas, we got into a fight. One of them got the short end of the stick. I didn't think that I'd be here for fucking 9 years, and sure enough, I'm still here, man.